Okay, how are we doing? YouTube. My main YouTube channel. Are you live? Am I live? How do I know? Not too sure, but probably. Yeah, it says I got an email, so I imagine it's working. Hello, hello. So yesterday I tried streaming, but it was too hot, 40 degrees Celsius. Everything overheated really quickly. Sooner, well, I had like maybe 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes of stream, but anyhow, today it's come down a bit. So there's a bit of a drizzle. It might rain a little bit here and there. So it's good, and I need to turn down the volume for the monitor. Okay, even less, okay. Because I like to monitor my audio end to end to know if it's stuttering or not, if it's glitched out, but then it's really hard to focus when I hear myself. With the delay. Oh, this is cool. Ah, you didn't see. Ah, you didn't see it. I'll go back and show there's like a new paint. Nothing was, you know, yeah, basically there is this new paint. New paint. Actually, there's a lot of cars in here. Maybe I can go here for a second. New market. I wonder if that means now pedestrians and bicycles have priority, because before on that intersection you just go and hope to survive. But today they, I don't know when they did this. I don't know when they did this, but there's a, yeah, the new paint, new marking on the road on that intersection. If it has zebra and like a bike path marking, does it mean we have a priority now? Because it's considered, if there's nothing, cars have a priority, but if there's a zebra and stuff, you would think pedestrians now have the priority. It's possible. So in terms of what are we testing today, I'm always testing something because I've developed my Android apps for this, right? So I'm using my LifeStreamer app, Android app. Latest version, and I'm doing RTMP source today. I didn't do any update to RTMP source for a long time of that feature. Like it was the main it was originally the main feature I had in mind for my app, and stretch goal was adding USB cameras and stuff, which was, I guess, easier to add than I expected. So I ended up adding that as well. And it's good because my current app, my DJI Osmo Action 4 app, I mean camera, Action camera. It pretty much has those two modes, RTMP and UVC, USB, video, audio mode. So basically with this particular app I can use both ways. And I'll have to go home and I'll check later when I finish the stream and check, but from what I've seen with my phone in particular, RTMP seems to work better, like it's dropping less frames, it's less, like when I watched video from my last, or like one of the last streams, I was testing USB, connecting to Action camera with USB cable a lot, and it was skipping some frames, and it was like a little jerky. I call it jerky because it's like, it's not smooth, right? It's a bit skipping some frames. And audio, it's okay, like it's okay, it can work. Maybe with some other phones it can work better. It kind of depends. I didn't check. I have some other Action cameras I want to check outside, but so far outside I'm testing whatever is the easiest, and it's easier to use this camera, especially it has a good mic and everything. Wireless mic that I can do a bit of, voiceover. In terms of specs today, I'm doing I usually test Full HD 30 FPS. SRT HEVC is what I'm sending out. HEVC requires a bit more resources, like it's a bit more resource intensive. So if I switch to H.264, I can push bitrate a bit higher. It feels like on my phone, I don't want to set bitrate too high, otherwise it starts having issues, like audio starts cutting out, or it's crackling, and the video can glitch out as well. And the reason is just it does just too much work for it to do or something. So currently I'm sort of a foreground mode. App is open, phone is not locked, screen is on. Phone is on my handlebars at the moment. It starts to rain a little bit, and it's good. This kind of weather is good for testing RTMP source, because it's raining. I don't want to have cables, something might short circuit or something. This camera, it's not too expensive, but it's still hundreds of dollars. I bought mine, maybe DJI Osmo Action 4. It was already like not super new. I bought mine for maybe 370, 300, close to 400 Australian. It was sort of on sale. I think I could have gotten it even cheaper. It was close to Christmas or something. I got it last year, I think. But it's still a bit of a toy. I wouldn't say, even though I tested many things with it, like, do I actually stream enough to justify it? It's more of a hobby still. And I personally, I can't imagine myself like walking around with it, but So from what I hear, at least I see the RTMP I can preview on my phone. So again, LifeStreamer. My phone is right in front of me on my handlebars. My app is open, so the full screen, you know, it's taking up the whole screen. And then once you toggle on RTMP, it actually previews. So I think one of the advantages of my phone is you can actually preview things like I think other apps that can do this, Bella Box and Moblin. Well, Moblin of course can do it, but Bella Box, I think everything I've done is more, it's almost like a Bella Box on Android. The things I do, I think it's somewhere in between in terms of functionality. Like I have the same sources pretty much as Bella Box, but on top of it I can also, it's possible to monitor the audio, and it's possible to preview things. Bella Box is great, it's super solid, it's a Linux. It's a small computer. I feel like the way it encodes is really, like there's many advantages to it. I think anything that's close up to computer, that's laptop or like a small Raspberry, whatever, that Orange Pi thing, it has advantage of being computer. Like you can actually plug in many things into it, and with devices like Android, you have only one USB port. You have to use it both for charging and plugging in things, and if you want to use different mics and stuff, it gets complicated. But I was thinking, even though Bella Box is really solid, just because it's just, you don't really have a UI, and I know Rational, a guy who developed it, his name is Rational, and I think he spends a lot of time like upgrading the UI, but there's, just because it's not really, you know, one second. Just because what he has is more of a server, it's not supposed, like the, so Bella Box is a software that's run, I guess it's both hardware and software, but more of a software that's running on specific hardware. And technically it's running, like the Linux itself is a server kind of Linux. It's not, doesn't have the UI. And so the way Bella Box gets UI is, since it's a, interesting guy. Didn't see me at all, but need to be careful with those things. Anyhow, I'm surprised like people don't even look. Like every time I'm making any maneuver on the car, I have to check left, right. You know, you look around. You don't just like. This guy didn't even check that I was coming, but I guess he, I don't know. I was a bit confused. This car was standing, and then it's like the moment I approached it, it decided to drive. So I'm always surprised when people do this, but you know, it happens. Maybe I was in a blind spot or something. Anyhow, I've survived. I even have this high-vis jacket and everything. You should see me miles away. Kilometers. Technically, I shouldn't really be riding on footpaths, but that's another, I don't want to go and talk about that. Sorry. I'm not sure. Usually I ride here and there's no one. I have no issues. Today it's like maybe there's deliveries. I have to be careful with all the drivers and stuff. Maybe I should ride on the road in this area. Actually, so like I said, I have this app. The reason I have this app is kind of like, yeah, I was riding bicycle. It's a long story. Like I have my reasons. I feel like Bella Box is great, but it's too bulky. It has too many parts. And even I tried getting all the, there's like this thing with called gridded, so you can put it in this thing, but it's too much. And then I was working, maybe I'm a lunatic, I'm thinking a lot, and I thought I was thinking and I'm like, I have this Android phone, it works for everything else, I'm happy with this phone. I know it's capable of doing same stuff as Bella Box is doing. And then one thing led to another, and then I was thinking about it for months. I was doing some walkarounds, trying to get my action cameras into IRL Pro, and it almost worked. And then what didn't work is I couldn't really push through the audio wirelessly that easily. And I was thinking and I'm like, I have to try. And then I always wanted to, I kind of like, I had an interest in writing some of the Android apps, and I guess spent a bit of time like playing with it for many years, and I was like, I like the idea of building something that's a tool, that I don't have to have my own servers, I don't have to deal with users. I just have some app that is a tool, people can use it, it either works so it doesn't. Anyhow, so many things like that sort of came together. What is this? And then AI appeared because I didn't have time to properly learn Android, but so many things came together that allowed me to try building my own apps, and I had the vision, and anyhow, I did it. What is this? Where am I? Anyhow, so I feel like I've fulfilled my destiny. For some reason, many people were coming into IRL Pro Discord channel and asking for this USB camera feature, RTMP source feature, which I guess Moblin implemented and Bella Box had it, and anyhow, so. And I knew it's possible to have this on Android, so anyhow, I did a lot of research with AI. And at some point I found Stream Pack, and then I was playing with that for like weeks, and then I've discovered Stream Pack already has a demo that's really good. That's a really good app. That's really close. That is, I look like I can fit the parts I need onto this app. and it's gonna work. So, and then I tried, and it was, I had all kinds of issues at different stages, but it worked. Overall, it worked okay, I think. So, still, one thing is to develop it, and another thing is to test it. So I'm testing it, and I was discovering issues, and I feel like I got it to a point where it's actually usable, like very usable. And yeah, I was focused on testing RTMP as source feature, meaning I'm just gonna do a refresher. I can run RTMP server on an Android phone, and I did a lot of research. Surprisingly, there's like 0 RTMP server apps. No one was thinking it's a good idea to run any kind of RTMP server on an Android. So I had to find a way to run RTMP server on Android, which I could in Thermax. I could run some servers in Thermax, but I feel like if I wanted other people to use it, I needed to make it easier. It was a little too technical. Even after all the work that I've done, I made it a lot easier now, but it's still, you need to be quite technical to like understand what's going on. So I built, anyhow, long story short, I was able to find a way to run Node.js RTMP server in an Android app using a project that's, there were a bunch of people experimenting with running Node.js and like to see how feasible it is. And they abandoned, like technically it was abandoned, and then one guy in Finland, I think, he picked it up and like made some work to make it work, and then he also I think he also stopped developing it like a year and a half ago or something. So it's a miracle any kind of RTMP server can work. Oh, I think there was like a huge spider. Whoa. A bit of Australian experience. Big as spider. What can go wrong? These pumps are wet, so it's a bit dangerous, to be honest. My body is too expensive to fall. Or if I fall and break any bones, it's too expensive to fix me. Anyhow, I'm riding in the rain. I feel like just talking, like even though I try to make it sort of, I wonder if what I try to do is to make things simple, or somehow probably is still complicated, more complicated than it has to be. Like it takes some time to set it up. So my sequence is, I have two phones. So iPhone 8 hotspot is a bit glitchy. Like apparently on all iPhones, you know, hotspot, which is a small Wi-Fi. I keep saying that again and again. In case someone doesn't know what the hotspot is, it's a small Wi-Fi that your phone can create. So I want my Android phone to use 2 SIM cards, so I need to have second phone or something with a SIM card that has Wi-Fi around that SIM card. So in my case, I have second phone, I put second SIM card into it. It makes a hotspot, but iPhone is really good at shutting down its hotspot or something. So every time I have to like turn it on and off and on. I found a good way to make it work, but I have to like turn it off and on, and then I go on Android phone and I check Wi-Fi. Anyhow, so if I want to use bonding, if I want to use 2 SIM cards, I'll do a bit of that, and then I run my second or one of the apps called Bond Bunny. I start the service, it should see 2 connections, and then that works. So that's bonding, and then I just have it set up certain way. I do roughly same steps, so I have to get that going. Of course, I can just start Bond Bunny with 1 SIM card that my Android phone already has, so that's an option. And then LifeStreamer app, I start that. And then anyhow, there's a few things to do. And then I like to, I have two sets of earbuds. Some, you know, I have my left ear connected to my Android phone, so I can listen to Stream Body if there's any. Anyhow, Stream Body tells me what's going on in the chat if there's and my no. I guess there's many of these different tools. So since I have however you pronounce that, Nolbs connected to my Twitch chat, and I control my home computer through that. If there's any bitrate, and it also watches bitrate if it's going down, it's switching syncs and all that. So all of those things, they go into Stream Body. Stream Body has text to speech, so I can hear it in my left earpiece. And then my right earpiece, I like to run on my iPhone. I actually start. I go technically to Restream and click a button to watch my own stream. So it opens up YouTube, and then I just listen to YouTube in my right ear. Again, I have 2 phones. One ear is listening to one phone, second ear to second phone. Yeah, that's right. And then so I'm monitoring end to end, just because I was trying to work out the best like settings and bitrate. Like if I push my video settings or bitrate too high in LifeStreamer app, audio starts cutting out and crackling and all that, and I can hear it in my right ear, and I can fix things. But the dream would be if I get it to the point where I'm confident that it just works. I wouldn't have to do this like ideally I don't want to be doing this, but unfortunately I'm not at that stage yet. I don't really trust it, and I don't trust it. That's why I do this. It's, like I said, it's disorienting to hear myself with a 30-second delay into my right ear. Maybe I could I was experimenting with how can I say? When I don't need it, I just take it out of my ear and put it in the pocket or something. So I don't have to monitor it all the time, but periodically. I think that's what some people do. Especially, I know there's a guy in New Zealand, I forgot his name. He's doing a lot of streaming and experimenting with different things, with different streaming setups. I think that's what he has. He has headphones that he periodically checks. He usually takes them out, but it's from time to time he just checks. He also plays his own stream probably and just can listen in, and if it's okay. The good thing is that you don't have to watch it. So usually you would think, you have to visually have a look. But then if audio is playing, video probably okay. I think I don't have to check video as much. So anyhow, but actually my dream is to get to the point where this technology is not interfering with what I want to do, and I don't want to think about all these apps and all these things, but I have to. We're not there yet, unfortunately. I have to think about all these things, but my dream is to simplify it somehow. Maybe that's the next stage. Sometimes people ask me to add different things, and I get it. You just want to add everything that comes to your mind. You're just add the dark mode to Bunny, add this, add audio, gain slider, add this B-frames, checkbox, enable, and people keep and it's cool that people have ideas. But these ideas are easy because you just want to copy everything from other apps. Do I want to just copy everything from other apps? Would I want it? Even if I could just do it. Me personally, I want to have. I don't want to have too many things. Too many settings. I open Moblin and I just walk around the settings for hours. If you just open up you don't have any settings, just click one button and you go, maybe that's a better target. That's a challenge to have the ability to configure things exactly how you want, and at the same time to make it simple. Looks like this will take some time. Too many cars coming. Oh, this I'll need to check my maps at some point. So like I said, I haven't seen my stream but I can hear it. I can hear it. It sounds good, I think. It sounds good. And something I wanted to mention is with RTMP, I think, surprisingly, you would think, because it's wireless, so it's going through the air, you would think that there are lots of, there can be interference, this and that. And it's already compressed, like Action camera sends already the video and audio that's already compressed. Off tune, I think. Nothing is in tune. Actually, something I didn't think about is that if I park my bike like this, I can actually walk around and show you things. And that's the benefit of the wireless camera, because if it's wired, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I was always excited about the wireless. I know it's a bit more compressed, but actually after implementing USB UVC way to do it, I saw it wasn't as good as I thought. The audio and video, I think basically what I'm saying, RTMP is not as bad. I need to check my maps. I don't know how to get from here. Actually, where do I want to go? That's another thing I have to decide. I'll try using I don't want to disrupt my phone, my Android phone. I'll try to use like Apple, whatever it's called, Apple Maps. Where am I right now? What? I mean, I can go left. I'm gonna go left. Let's see what happens. It's possible that I misunderstood where to go. I just don't use Apple Maps at all. Yeah, this doesn't look right. I don't want to touch my Android phone. I usually use my Android phone for this, but somehow this just doesn't look right. Okay. But there are a couple of options. If I go to the left, it's adventurous. But I don't know the route that well. I mean, I can try it, I guess, and see what happens. It's a bit safer if I go to the right. I'm gonna go to the right just because I don't want to be checking my maps that often, and I feel like that this way I sort of know. Anyhow, so basically I feel I'm a bit of a lunatic. I'm in the world of all of these apps and thoughts about all these things. All I wanted to do is just my original dream was to just, there are action cameras. You mount your action camera to the handlebars or something to your bicycle. You press a button and it works. But since it doesn't work that way, things are not so simple. I had to go on this journey because I'm a stubborn guy, and I had to go research what are the options, and the options are you can get an iPhone, which I bought the cheapest iPhone that works with Moblin, so I could try a few things. I originally wanted it to just remote control my DJI. Actually, even on, it's a tiny small phone, iPhone 8, and it works okay. Actually, I think I can stream from it. I can plug it connect it to some power bank probably, and just do that. But somehow I like using Stream Body. It has very good text to speech and everything else. And I feel like many people like Stream Body, and it works only on Android. So if I want to control my computer, I mean, different that we switch to low. Yeah. What is this? What? Okay, how are we doing? Did it stabilize? I didn't know this was here. Australian Catholic University. It's possible that I have to go and switch something. One second. I think it fixed itself, right? It fixed itself, that's good. One second. Okay. Multi-window closed. Phone is too hot. Maybe it's still like it's humid and stuff. Maybe the phone is still hot. It could be, man. That's pretty cool. It's interesting, my phone said that it cannot do like split screen and stuff. That's a good parking lot. Very spacious. That's cool, Catholic University. It's pretty, I like it. I didn't know this was here. Looks good. Looks nice. I don't know if I'm allowed to be here, but it doesn't, they're on, you know. Usually in Australia it's not that strict. You can probably, it's probably okay if I wander around here a little bit. There's no harm in that. I imagine there is some security. I'm thinking to lower the bitrate. Maybe I can hear it's stuttering a little bit. Plus my phone is probably overheating. Maybe it will be a bit easier, less work to do if I turn it down to like 5. Just need to find a good place to stop. Wow, it's actually really nice. Maybe I'll bring my family here to walk around or something. Okay, I'm going into settings. I'm gonna lower the bitrate to maybe 5. It's a long way to scroll, to be honest. Okay, 5. Done. Done. Let me refresh restream. Okay. Good. Looks like no one's watching this. It's okay. I'm not doing this for views, I'm doing it more for myself. And I go into this weird broadcaster mode. I just keep talking endlessly, which is interesting. Which is, I can do sometimes. I don't know if I do this often or not. I wanted to do something, maps. I wanted to check maps on my iPhone. Where am I? Australian Catholic University. Why do I feel like this is not? Am I on the right track? Kind of, yeah. Okay, I'll just keep going. Bitrate, okay, it's gonna, looks like it's a bit low, but doesn't matter. Let's keep going. There is a chance that I haven't been here before. I've been on that playground. So in short, yeah, I was just, I like the idea of mounting action camera and just riding around live streaming. I think that's what motivated me to go on this trip. On a journey, and then somehow I wanted it on Android and it didn't work. Didn't work that well on Android, the things I wanted to do. And it looked, I like the idea of some backpacks and things. So at the same time, I could, from the start, I'm like, why can't I connect my camera directly to the phone? I couldn't believe it, I guess. I couldn't believe it that it's not possible to connect action camera straight to the phone. I couldn't understand why I have to build this whole backpack of things. And then I was researching it and it was interesting. And then I kind of didn't, well, I still, it's weird like that. But anyhow, one thing led to another. I tried to build my Bella box. I built it. I had the backpack full of stuff. And then somehow I wanted to, when I'm commuting, I wanted to live stream and test things, because that was when I was riding my bicycle the most, to test things. And then if I have a back, it's not good. And I'm like, this, I can't have. What I'm trying to say, if I have my backpack filled with laptop and things for work, it's already kind of heavy, and then I cannot really put all the Bella box stuff in it as well. And I'm like, doesn't work for me. I know it's possible to have this more lightweight setup. What's going on? I can hear audio cuts out in my right ear. I can hear it cuts out. It's cutting out. Okay, I can see this car has a number plate 99 LEWD, L-E-W-D. There are lots of fun number plates in Australia. Okay, so sounds like stream fixed itself. I can, like I said, in LifeStreamer I have this timer thing. It shows me I'm streaming for 1 hour, which is quite interesting actually. Still, okay. Where was I? So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say, originally I thought you can stream with action cameras and not have like a full backpack of stuff to make it work. Of routers and computers and things. And then I know Moblin appeared, and it looked like you can have Moblin and a few other things, and it's pretty portable. But then somehow just iPhones are okay, but it didn't really, I felt like it still wasn't as good in terms of like, yeah, this kind of wireless, like, I'll explain. Okay, finally I think I understand where I am. What's happening? What's happening here? Christmas stuff. Christmas tree. That's a good Christmas tree. Anyhow, sometimes in my brain I just do this view. I just want to show a Christmas tree. The top of it. There's a star. Looks good. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to RTMP now. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to RTMP now. Long story short, it just looked like it's everything working on an Android phone, and maybe have another SIM card. Anything else, if this phone gets Wi-Fi from anything else, other phone, other like mobile router or anything, if there's a second SIM card with Wi-Fi around it, I can have it on 2 SIM cards and it's gonna be more than enough. I was like, that's all I need. All I need is 2 SIM cards, dynamic bitrate. And then I need RTMP server if I want to do the thing, and I can do stretch goal was connecting with the cable just to allow some other. For example, I had Sony X3000. It's really good for IRL. Many people use it, but it doesn't have RTMP. It's old, the camera. It had some kind of very old RTMP that only worked with one website. Anyhow, that doesn't work anymore. So technically it had some RTMP built into it. It was very limited and locked only to one side, so you cannot really make it work. GoPro is okay, but it's so glitchy. It's still, I feel like it's just not as responsive, and it has all kinds of other issues anyhow. So I feel like even though I have a GoPro, I just feel like it's not good enough. So it's usable, so it's possible to use GoPro. You can use RTMP, you can send RTMP from it, you can send USB, video, audio from it. It's usable. So anyhow, what I'm trying to say, I wasn't sure about this USB way of doing things. So I made the priority, I made RTMP first. But then the problem with RTMP, it can get, in theory, it should be more. The video is a bit more compressed, because even to send the video from Action camera to the server on my phone, I have to, set it to maybe 6 megabits, like official DJI app allows only 6, and then since I use my iPhone 8 as a remote control for Moblin, it allows, they sort of hacked it and I can send high bitrate, but then if there's too many things, like my phone, maybe I try not to do it for now, just because it's just too many wireless things at the same time. It's might cancel each other or something, I don't know. I need to decide where to go. Maybe I'll go sort of back on the bicycle. Ideas I had was to go, which I can still do. I can still do it to the train station, walk around, get a couple. So that's one. Actually, maybe let's do that. Let's do that. But so that's one idea. And another idea, I arrive home and I have my lunch there and everything else there. I lost my train of thought. It's a train or trail of thought. But basically what I was saying, even though I built my own Bella box backpack and all these things, I had that experience. And even though I technically have iPhone that can technically restream RTMP and it works okay. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I just felt like Android works for me and I can do stream body. People like stream body, it's very powerful. Because even though you could use other things, there is another app similar to stream body. Hold on. Hold on. This audio is quiet. It's a lot more quiet, I feel like. The audio from my built-in mic. It's a good thing I can hear it. Sometimes I forget to switch cameras or something. Okay, I switched to RTMP. Anyhow, so what I've built, I think it makes sense to me a lot. It's kind of like a Bella box, lightweight Bella box. At the same time, in terms of quality, I don't think, because Bella box is a whole computer, I think the quality overall is probably better. You can, if you really want to have you want to be streaming and nothing else, you can probably use Bella box and you can have the whole backpack of stuff to have more battery, and you can plug in different mics and things, and some people like it. They just have this whole backpack of stuff. I think what I do, I just wanna, from time to time, to ride my bicycle. I like, my back is really bad. I like to have, I like when it's super lightweight. I like things lightweight. Anyhow, so what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way, there are many things that came together, and then I'm a little bit obsessive kind of guy, and I saw there's opportunity to do this on Android, and it has its pros and cons, but it seems to work. I'm happy. All I have is 2 phones. In theory, I could have it. Actually, I haven't tried it much, but yeah, I can use just 1 SIM card. In theory, I can probably have just 1 phone. I don't have to have 2 SIM cards. I could have just 1 phone that does everything. You know, I can start and stop my home computer. I can I don't know. I feel like on Android I can do everything. iPhone is okay. Can iPhone do USB as video? No. you have to have iPad. I feel like I don't really use any of the tablets. I don't get it. Why? I don't know. Maybe. So yeah. Tablets I don't have. I cannot mount a tablet on my bicycle like this. I mount phone. I mount phone on my bike. I can preview things. I can control everything. So somehow it just works. And I'm like, why would I need iPhone? I will be limited on iPhone. So I just walk around and I think like a lunatic, and I'm like, in my brain it checks out. In my brain, having Android for everything checks out, and my phone is not really strong phone. Like, I don't even have to have the latest phone. I just have what I think is an average Android phone. And the good thing is, I like the idea of like empowering the poor or something. Like, you don't have to be rich to do these things. So yeah, I haven't really thought this through. I know I can get a cup of coffee, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for a second cup. I like to have 2 cups a day, but I could have, I think I can find something to eat, and then I can have a cup of coffee, and then I go do other things. So I think this was pretty solid live stream so far. I'm not sure, I might as well just park my bike and stop it. It's too much work. Like, I don't know if it still works or not. Maybe I should check. Sounds okay. looks good. I just feel like I need this kind of food that I can grab and go. Maybe I can film a little bit of the outside. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna stop here because I need to go have some lunch and go back home. I think it's good enough, good stream. I wasn't sure if I want to continue, but it doesn't make sense much streaming inside. It's kind of awkward. I just need to do what I need to do, have some quick lunch, go home and do other things. So that's the plan. And then I'm gonna watch how was it. I think it was pretty good from what I have seen. So take care.